Ian with another bummer story. Any Smosh content.
Oh my God.
Another bummer by Ian Hecox of Smosh.
There's a little thing that we're doing now called Ian's Funny News.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I like that name.
It's news that's only funny to me for usually terrible reasons.
Okay.
So I will say, I heard about this story, and the way that it was worded made me go, and it's not funny. It's actually one of the worst things that I've seen in a while.
Good.
But the way that it was worded was Shane walked up, and he's like, hey, have you heard about like this one planet thing? Is that one planet? Our planet, yeah. He's like, have you heard about this Our Planet thing? Apparently, like, climate change is making walruses commit suicide.
Oh, I saw this.
They're making them, like, jump off cliffs. And I was like, because it's just like, of course climate change is making animals jump off cliffs. Like, of course. So, you know, for the sake of the podcast, I watched the episode. The thing that was funny to me was...
By episode, you just mean footage of walrusi or whatever.
Yeah, so I'll
off
show you the
cliffs.
photo first because I think... So Twitter, of course, reported on it.
Okay.
And their header photo is just this
Oh, no.
walrus doing a T-pose off a cliff.
Wow.
And it's terrible, but just... See, you want to...
I don't.
Spread eagle, man.
As you can see, the walrus is just doing a classic T-pose.
Right.
Apparently, like what happened, climate change is driving like hundreds of thousands of walruses to this one rocky area in North Russia.
Okay.
And it's like there's like 100,000 walruses. Walruses are not small things. They're very very large.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of them are trying to like get out of the crowd. So some of them like hike up this or kind of wobble up this like mountain to get away from the crowds. But apparently walruses don't have good eyesight out of the water. So there's like a cliffside and then they can hear the other walruses down at the bottom and they're like, "Oh, I need to get back to the water." And they just kind of like fall down the cliff. And it's probably one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen because they just show these
Yeah, I've heard
walruses.
it's horrific.
It's terrible. And yeah, so the photo was funny.
What is the segment called?
Well, that's funny.
Ian's Funny
Ian.
News. No, it's terrible. But the way that it was put to me at the very beginning was walruses are just jumping because of climate change. I was like, of course. And the T-pose was just...
Are they hitting the land?
They hit the rocks and they tumble down.
And then like at the end they just show this just basically pile of dead walruses at the bottom. It's great for the polar bears because polar bears it's easy pickings. But
well, there you go. I mean, they're just finding some good in it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if we're really talking about victims here, the polar bears are the victims. So maybe this is a good story.
Ian, they don't know I'm about to ruin the vibes by talking about colonialism. Smosh on Twitter. Wow.
That's a really good one.
We now present the United States of America.
Just committed atrocities. Could I interest you in some land? Gun?
This has been the United States of America.
Today's topic is teen TV.
All right.
These are TV shows marketed towards teenagers. They often take place in high schools.
Yeah.
Like
Ken
that.
Burns' The Vietnam War.
Damn, you said
you with another Ian classic on
Another
Smosh
bummer. Another bummer by Ian Hecox.
I mean, they sent teenagers there. It was the draft.
Does this feel like the vibe?
I used a Keurig cup like it was yogurt or something.
How do you feel, man?
I regret everything right now.
Does it taste like donut shop coffee?
It tastes like Satan's ass. I like that we're talking to each other in different
Through
cameras.
different cameras.
That's
yeah.
pretty sick.
It's pretty wild.
Technology, wow, crazy.
Oh my god, dude.
What?
I would tell a kid that Santa isn't real if they asked. 3, 2, 1.
You're evil.
I relish the day.
Evil Grinch.
I relish the day.
That's not your job. That is not your job.
Could be. You don't know how many kids I have.
How many kids do you have?
He doesn't
I don't know.
Yeah,
He doesn't know
I
either.
don't know how many kids I have.
Logically, they would not. None of them would be your child. So you're saying someone else's kid happens to walk up to you and ask if Santa's real. You would take that upon yourself to tell them the truth.
You know, sometimes people they gotta know the truth.
Can we practice? I want to see a role play.
Yeah.
Can we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we both?
Yeah, you guys are twins.
Okay, kids, have fun. Have fun, kids.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Hey. Do you look like a smart guy? Yeah.
Hey, we both have a question. We're gonna say it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Santa real?
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, thank God. Let's go, honey.
He just Michael Scotted us.
Sorry, I would never get a I would never hit a kid. Oh, sorry.
Simply just hit two.
Yeah, sorry. I just got really excited to role play punching a kid in the face because you never get the chance.
Irresistible.
Whatever you're into.
You know how you have you don't have a chimney in your house?
Yeah.
So how is Santa supposed to get in? And you still get your presents?
Our parents are liars.
Yeah. Oh no.
I'm gonna hate my parents forever and never trust my own parents forever.
That's okay. Oh, hey, Dad.
This is what you would do.
We have the wonderful, the fantastic Daddy Ian.
Ho, ho,
Okay.
I have a question.
Great for me.
ho! Your house is broken already.
Great for you.
Look at that.
Love that for you. For me.
That's
call
a
that
special Northridge version. What is
That's
that,
a
92?
broken home. Tommy's coming from a broken home.
I am coming from a broken home.
It's okay, Tommy.
Thank you. Oh,
Wow.
almost every piece is broken.
You know, well, I'm looking for a lot of accuracy. I want a good depiction of a home that is made of gingerbread.
Okay.
I would like to see some festive themes and also a theme of tragedy.
Okay, a little bit of tragedy
A
involved.
little bit of tragedy. Just a moment of tragedy around all the festive cheer. I feel like that resembles me the most.
Okay, so you want a little bit of joy, you want a little bit of tragedy. You basically want like some Greek mythology.
Exactly. Tommy's going for sort of a Parthenon
What's that mean?
situation over here. He's got columns
I've got my columns.
built.
They look a little bit like ruins right now.
Uh-huh.
That's not what I'm going
Yes.
for
Oh, okay.
actually, but
Yes.
it does resemble that right now.
It does.
Giving Colosseum.
Yeah.
It's giving Gladiator.
Thank you.
Let's drop a line in there. Also giving prison.
Maybe that's what I'm doing, Jackie.
Ooh.
Oh, that will certainly hit on my tragedy.
Tommy will be making a sacrificial pyre. His pyre will be made of gingerbread and a pentagram made of icing.
Did you ask for a tragedy?
Yes, he did.
I
Really?
said I want festive themes, but I would like to see some tragedy in there as well.
Like a family celebrating Christmas, but there's no present.
yes.
Oh, actually, that's really sad.
The social team when Ian's tweets go viral.
My God.
Oh, man.
Holy shit.
These are tough options.
Oh,
Yo,
this is
funny.
a brutal one. Also, it's not like Garrett and Damien haven't seen Ian's tweets, too. So, all of us here at Smosh will be like, okay.
We all pay the price.
Yeah. We all feel the tremors.
The question is, who is most likely to get their Twitter account suspended?
Ian Hecox.
Let's see Ian. Whoa! Number one on the board. All right, so are we passing or playing?
Let's play. Let's play.
You gonna play?
Let's play.
All right. We've got 6 answers on the board. Number one is already Ian Hecox. Sorry. How do you feel about that, by the way?
Did you say Ian Hecox?
Ian Hecox.
You know, I did come close to getting my account suspended when I cosplayed as Caillou.
Your Caillou
on
arc.
Twitter.
Yeah.
And we got a very stern email from Twitter that said stop.
That was it.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, that's the closest
Straight
I
to the
ever
point.
came.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm confused, y'all, because like
Resourceful.
I feel like you're
strong.
resourceful and you're strong,
Nobody guessed.
But then we gotta talk to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
That's true.
Owned. Got him.
Number 3, and I cannot stress this enough. Never f***ing talk to Ian. He is so f***ing depressing. Even with my immense mental will and fortitude, every time I talk to him, I want to freaking die.
Or maybe I'll kill you! Gain the ability to bum everyone the f*** out! With those powers, I can make all of my therapists emergency dial their therapists!
Here we got, Ian. Let's talk about Ian really quick.
You can skip me if you want.
Ian, though, a lot of people make fun of you for kind of being like a Debbie Downer around here. You know, sometimes you say some things, people are like, oh, Ian, man. But quite honestly, I really like that about you, because it takes a lot of flack off my back. Honestly, with you around, I'm now rated the 3rd biggest asshole here. And that's right behind Tommy's.
Oh no! Here's the question. What animal do I think is the silliest?
What is the silliest?
You guys all thought this was gonna be like, oh, what's my favorite airplane disaster? He webs all over himself. Failure.
Wow, we have a B-reel of Ian watching the Hindenburg.
That's awesome. That's tight. That's tight.
Oh, he's not smiling though.
He is definitely, no, he's smiling.
Is he?
He's
smiling.
He's
He's happy.
Smile.
Oh, I was 57 minutes late. Dang.
Yeah, he's very... That's the real bummer of this.
Well, you were busy setting the
Oh,
explosion.
man, I was late.
Oh, here's a good one. What terrifying thought keeps me awake at night?
Dude, are you serious? He is so strange. I don't know. Like, he's stranger than me.
It's a weird one, I bet. I bet you it's like some weird fact.
What?
Like the fact that there are like more car accidents per month than something else.
That
Like
more people are living than dying.
Yeah.
Olivia, we'll start with you. What terrifying thought keeps me awake at night, Olivia?
That you will have 3 kids.
I'm probably not gonna have any kids if I can manage it.
I know, that's why it's terrifying.
She brings up a good point.
Yeah, what if you find out that there's like 3 children somewhere out there that are yours?
Yeah.
Courtney, what did you have to say?
That the world is ending like right now.
Oh, that's not true.
I don't think he would.
The world,
be that
look,
stressed.
the world won't end.
There's no way
the
like that.
humans' time on the world may come to an end, but the world won't end.
Yeah, world's gonna be fine.
It'll be just fine without us, and in fact, it'll probably be better.
That's an Ian fact.
Shane, what do you have?
Ian, I think there is one thought that keeps you up at night. I think there's one thought that keeps you up at night. And It keeps going over and over and over in your head, and you just can't shut your eyes because you keep thinking out loud, I hope my dick don't fall off. Like, what if it did? What would you do? Especially it's night, you're trying to sleep, like,
Yeah.
it falls off now, you gotta
It just
pick it up
kind of
and
rolls to the side.
just kind of like, boop, just falls off.
Yeah.
What's your answer?
Well, I have to first say, well, I guess I could just say it, but yeah, yours is wrong. I'm so sorry.
Was mine right?
No. The most terrifying thing that keeps me up at night is that there are 110 million active landmines planted around the world. 110 million
I knew it.
Wait, what?
I knew it was gonna be some
Wait,
weird
are you
fact.
serious?
landmines.
Wait,
Yeah,
why?
there's a lot of places around the world where there are still landmines, and you just got it. But they're marked off. A lot of them are like marked off, like, hey, don't go to this area.
Wait, what?
How come they don't just set them off? Like throw rocks at them.
Well,
Wait, so people are just dying left and right from these left land?
I mean, it's a very real threat. There's, I think, 20 million alone in Egypt. And landmines are just one part of it. There's also unexploded ordnance left over from the Vietnam War. So there's still cluster munitions that are just sitting out there, literally in the Vietnam countryside in Cambodia and Laos. And they still blow up.
And this is why I don't really know you, Ian.
And this is why you gotta stop watching documentaries, man. You watch too many, I think.
it's actually Tropic Thunder that.
Yeah, he just watches Tropic Thunder.
All of you lose. No points for you, no points for you, and no points for you. Showing that you really wouldn't know what Ian would do. And that'll do it for What Would Ian Do? If you want to know more really horrible, depressing facts, follow me on Twitter.
Yeah. So when I say did a tool for Papa, what does that mean to you?
Well, my life is slowly falling apart, so I just need something to just like, I just need that little bit of glue to keep everything together.
Metaphorical or like real? Papa Ian, what does that mean to you when I say something for Papa to relax?
The long sleep.
The long sleep. That's great.
I understand that there are different kinds of tools that people need sometimes. So I got you a book on mindful-based cognitive therapy for depression. Ooh. So that you could create your own sort of toolkit. This for you.
Oh, I love
it. You could create your own toolkit mentally for when you're sad and you start saying things like at the office that are like really depressing. Like you just start going off about like something going on.
I do that?
Like
Daddy,
world
yes.
events or just something you saw on the street that day. It just, I thought
Sometimes
maybe.
I see up shit on the street.
I know, right?
We live in Los
Ugh.
Angeles.
So
the depression book was very interesting. Although I'm a little concerned about self-diagnosing and you know, just leaving it up to myself.
Ian, I'd be
fix my
happy to
own
diagnose
issues.
you with depression. I feel like I could do that right quick.
The first one says, "Don't honk at me, I'm having a crisis."
Oh, I love
Is that what in the world animal is that? That is not a raccoon. It's not a beaver.
It's a very sad raccoon. Do you ever feel like a very sad raccoon, Ian?
Please
Never.
don't quote Katy Perry.
Oh, God. Sorry I'm late. Traffic was crazy.
You sure that's why you were late?
Yeah?
It's not because like you were crying in the shower all morning?
No.
You both need therapy. Like now.
No! We should do the scene as cats.
I'm fine with that.
Go to therapy.
No!
Go to therapy.
No! One Clippy Boy?
Applying Clippy Boy.
Go to therapy!
Fine. Dude, I think this is where we die.
Yeah.
You know, wish I would have told people I love them more often.
And I wish I was just, I don't know, not so hard on myself all the time.
Called my mom more just to talk.
Taking more risks.
And let my walls down sometimes.
Oh, the Gundam!
Warhammer 40K! No way! I got Lexa Pro! Good morning! Guys, I had this realization that I'm always around, but I'm never like here. Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
Sorry, Ian, you're like acting kind of different. Are you okay?
Yeah, usually you come in and groan about something that happened to you, mention some horrifying fact from history, and then take an early lunch.
I started seeing a new therapist, Dr. Breville, and it's amazing. It's been like breakthrough after breakthrough, and I'm just so happy. You know, like, I'm the Ian that I've always wanted to be. Isn't that glorious? Yeah. All right, guys, you have a banger of a day. All right, does anyone need any help? Oh, Selena, I said don't pretend like you didn't see me. Put me to work, Selena. Put me to work. Oh, hey guys. I'm reading this thing about Jeffrey Dahmer. Did you know that he would take popsicle stick and that's why you should never buy ice cream from an ice cream truck.
It's great to have you back, Ian.
Okay, weirdo. Guys, I'm gonna go for lunch. See you on Monday.
All right, we fixed Ian.
Types of headaches, migraine, hypertension, stress. Ian on live stream.
Oh my God. Oh, I don't know. I have no clue who made
For those
that.
of you who don't watch our Twitch, which you should, whenever Ian is on, we never know what he's gonna say in a live format. Sure, Ian, let's get you to bed. I'd shoot your grandma for eating durian on a plane.
Actually happened. Actually words.
We were on a live stream and Kimmy was talking about how her grandma would open up a can of durian, which has a pungent smell. And Ian literally turns to Kimmy and goes, "I would signal down the air marshal to shoot her."
Well, so that's not an exact quote. It's he's getting someone else to be
fair, Ian didn't say that.
wasn't
Ian
exact.
didn't say that he himself would shoot Kimmy's grandma. He said he would ask somebody else to shoot Kimmy's grandma.
Exactly.
Totally different.
Totally
Really.
different.
Different things.
Yeah, Ian had some
What
stuff
would-
to
would
say
you
about
say,
durian.
Ian?
I mean,
so
I
we'll just-
may have said that if you open up durian on a plane, it's like
Oh, her
you should be
grandma.
put to yeah.
Yeah, the last time we talked about durian on this channel, Ian had some choice words for my Lola, because my Lola opened it up on a plane.
Yeah.
Sweet little grandma.
My sweet little Lola.
What did you say, that you would kick her in the chest?
No.
Oh, I wish.
Have I told you a story of my grandma opening a can? Like, so there's canned durian, and she opened it on a flight once.
You should be.
Wait, what?
You should be. You should be restrained for doing that.
My grandma is Filipino, and sometimes we just don't understand that it's like smells that bad.
I'd cry
'cause we
for
like
the air
taste,
marshal
and we
to shoot her.
I think it was shoot her in the head.
I said shoot her in the head,
That's my recollection.
and I stand by that. No.
Okay, that has been Eat It or Eat It.
I've decided that this Pepperdy will be all about bummers.
What a
Bummerman,
good
64.
That's right. Ian always trying to bring down a good time. So we have devised a Pepperdy game full of things that may or may not bum you out. For me, I think it just grounds me in reality. It doesn't make me sad. I'm just like, yeah, that's the way it is. So the first category, we have cute and cuddly. That is all sad animal facts. Cool. Body, oddy, oddy, and I'm not gonna sing it because, copyright claiming.
Which is a bummer.
It is a bummer. It's all about weird, sad body stuff.
Dope.
Meal prep, sad food stuff. Houston, we have a problem. Will be all about space.
Oh boy.
And sad trombone noise will be about civilization bummers.
There's a lot of those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ongoing, really.
Yeah,
really kind of never stops.
Racking up those points.
Who here had the most recent bummer? And they'll go first. Well, yeah, it's Damien. All right.
I don't know everyone else's life.
Damien had double COVID.
Back-to-back COVID quarantines, baby. Did you know they did suspect that there is now a planet beyond Pluto that orbits the sun, because mathematically that's the only thing that makes sense, because of the specific pull between, I think it's Neptune and where Pluto would be. Like, there's another further one.
Anti-bummer. That's very cool.
However, it's full of
Disease.
Yeah.
It's
made
a fart hole.
It's literally a
Welcome
ball.
to Anthraxia 9.
You've all been naughty children. Now you must suffer the consequences that I have set forth.
Every 5 minutes, I have to state a new depressing fact for Daddy Santa. Does not need to be true.
Wow. That's just how Ian be living,
I can do that.
Hey Tommy, could you tell Daddy Ian a depressing fact?
Absolutely. So prairie dogs are rodents that live all over America. They have a very complicated and interesting, like they can speak to each other. They actually have a language that they have developed. They can say, Daddy Ian is 15 feet away and approaching, and they can squeak that to each other. And they are endangered, and they are called the chicken nuggets of the prairie because everyone eats them. People shoot them, and that's really sad.
Whoa!
Okay, that's pretty good.
That is very depressing.
Tommy.
Do you follow that one? Snuffimals?
Yeah, it's really just like animals tearing each other apart.
Yeah.
There was like a deer that had another deer's head in its antlers. Yeah, it was gnarly.
Is that for 200?
It's your depressing fact.
Okay, I'm an only child, so when my parents die, I'm all alone.
Yeah. Oh, very nice.
Yay. Thank
very
you.
personal.
Thank you. When the atomic bomb went off in Hiroshima, there's shadows burnt into the ground because the shadow caught more heat than the other part. That sucks.
Less.
You did a good job.
Or less. Okay, less heat. I love that Ian knows. He's like, it's actually less.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Okay, it's kind of too late to fix climate change.
Yeah, true.
Awesome. Great job.
It's pretty good.
Thank you.
Pretty accurate. Well, what's more depressing
You know,
is that
you
it's-
don't have to
You
respond.
don't have to. You don't have to add.
It's not too late,
You don't have to add
but
on.
we're just
Daddy?
not gonna do enough
Daddy?
to
Daddy?
change it.
Daddy?
Isn't
Yeah.
it so funny when he
Daddy?
just like keeps going?
As you get older, you start to shrink. Do men or women lose more inches? We got Tommy.
Women.
That is correct.
Sorry, ladies, you're small.
Yep. And it's also because women are more susceptible to conditions like osteoporosis.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Hit us with another depressing fact, Tommy.
What do you got, Tommy boy? Oh, sorry.
God, there's just so many people in jail for smoking weed that shouldn't be. How about that?
That's great.
Let's do it.
Another 5 minutes on the clock.
No one likes this bit.
I love this additive content.
I can't wait to see what other depressing things I'm gonna learn today.
I know. You didn't try to add on to that one. Nice job.
Good job,
Way to
Ian.
learn.
That's what
Let's go that
constraint.
way.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Oh, Tommy.
Somebody said do 5 minutes.
Do a depressing fact.
Do.
Because we've done so much stuff that is like digital record keeping, like if we lost all of our like internet, a lot of our history would be gone forever. How about that?
Honestly, good.
Like the Library of Alexandria.
Exactly.
Well, 5 more minutes.
I like this just as much as you do, Jackie, which is not at all.
Wow. Every time you say something, my heart kind of drops.
Yep.
In the future, the night sky will eventually be A, orange, B, filled with planets, C, completely black, or D, covered in clouds. And that is Shane.
Completely black.
That is correct.
Wow.
Light pollution, right?
Huh?
Light pollution?
No, worse.
Okay.
As the Milky Way begins to merge with other galaxies, the night sky, as we know it, will become black and devoid of stars. Also, the universe is constantly expanding, so the far away galaxies and everything will become less visible.
My only argument to that is, will the Earth be around to see that?
Probably no. But
That's
theoretically,
that's the biggest bummer.
The bigger bummer is
Yeah.
that the Earth is going to be destroyed.
theoretically, the night sky could be completely dark to an observer in our galaxy.
Okay.
Your loss.
Man's making me put something in
Boy,
my mouth.
boy, our views are down. I have to get a hernia surgery soon. How about that?
Oh my gosh! You lifted too hard.
I really like Tommy's because of all the color that he's used. He was really creative with the gumdrop specifically, and I feel like right when you look at it, you see like a really cool story. None of the original materials were used in the way I thought they were going to be used. That was a nice surprise. What were your thoughts?
I like that he really understood the assignment of tragedy, and he took everyone's Christmas hero Santa and murdered him. And the use of, like you said, the use of gumdrops for things that you wouldn't imagine. It's very creative.
Very creative.
Hey Ian, I just saw a really nice feel-good story on Twitter about a dolphin saving an otter. What do you think about that really good, sweet news?
Oh, it's a shame that the dolphin's a pedophile.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I should have read more, huh?
I remember hearing there's some parent that I knew about in high school that I think it was a teacher maybe, and their kid kept asking like when they're gonna go to Disneyland and when they're gonna go to Disneyland, and just over and over and over again. So the parent put the kid into the car and then drove to a house that burned down and went, "Oh, Disneyland burned down. I guess we can't go."
That's just
I recently watched a TikTok of a guy take like a 90-year-old dude to Disneyland.
Okay, that's too much.
He was like a random person that was like walking down the street, and he was like, "Hey, I was wondering if I could take you to Disneyland." And the guy was like, "Okay," and it was really sweet and everything. But then he's like putting the camera in this guy's face, which as a 90-year-old person, you're probably not used to that. And then he's like videotaping him like crying at the end, being like, "I thought my life was over and like this is the best day of my life." And it's like, bro, like could have just
That was
I don't know, because it's like you're spreading positivity and like you're maybe inspiring people to do that, maybe.
And then he drove him to the burned down house. And said, this is the real
I want to see some follow up with that guy. I want to make sure that guy stays friends with him, because if he just did it for clout, then we're gonna have some work.
Lizzie. A correlation between when Ian is in videos and the depression in the United States, or in the world. It goes right up. It goes right up.
The Ian agenda is
Damn. Sarah, I know that you're gonna miss a lot of things about Smosh, but the thing you're probably gonna miss most is all the f***ed up things that I say and all the facts that maybe you didn't need to hear that I might find interesting or funny. So I wrote a couple down for you. All cruise ships have a morgue on board.
Oh!
Do you get it? Yeah.
I heard a different word.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, a morgue. Yeah, a place where they put dead people. Atoms are 99% empty space, meaning we are 99% empty. You're 6.7% more likely to die on your birthday. Since the feeling of touching is just the subatomic particles in our skin repelling each other, you can never actually touch your husband, Claudio. Dentures used to be made from the teeth of dead soldiers. And most f***ed up fact of all is that you're leaving us.
We should probably invest in someone to help us with just general internet.
Cybersecurity.
Yeah, cybersecurity. That's a good term. Because our camera rolls were hacked. Someone got access to our camera rolls, and now we are just gonna go through the photos that were compromised.
Oh yeah.
Shoot.
You know, when I'm looking, I feel like this is not safe to put on YouTube. That looks like a good Saturday night to me.
Oh my God, that's gonna
See,
Yeah.
sorry. Well, how else am I supposed to interpret this picture?
Don't do this.
That's what I call it. Gets you
don't
really,
do this.
really high, really low. I used to call them the dangerous middle.
This is kind of like, you know, some people like take their weekends and do like charity work. I just like go around and like vlog myself flipping off babies.
Awesome.
It's just for me, like I don't put it out anywhere. I just like, I spend Saturday just like going around flipping off babies, and then Sunday just laughing at it.
Your middle finger looks like a hot dog.
Thank you.
Oh.
Wow.
I mean,
I feel like yours have tracked the most.
well, yeah, this is me.
This is real. This is me.
Yeah,
I've been there. I've been there before, and actually, the Asan Supper store, pretty good spot. They make a mean tamale there.
Nice.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Do you think they?
You good?
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Historical tragedy humor. Ian, crew. Yeah, that's about right. That's even when the cameras aren't rolling. Ian's just like that. Always. I don't always break up with my girlfriend, but when I do, I make sure to accidentally inflict extra emotional damage.
I didn't break up. We were already broken up.
Right. You'd already been broken up for a while.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah, get the meme right. Jeez.
Roll the clip?
No,
roll the clip.
Don't roll the clip. Don't roll the clip.
Was it made by Selena, who is not a probiotic, by the way?
Well, C. Selena isn't, but D. Selena is.
I would love it if Selena came in here and immediately threw this meme out there. That'd be awesome.
Oh my God! How could you?
No way!
She anticipated the joke about the bacteria.
God. She knew it. That must have felt so cathartic. That's amazing. Man, Selena doesn't around.
Selena's a time traveler, apparently.
Your meme gets put in the video. Ian calls you bacteria.
All right. Well, I know this one.
I don't.
I'm gonna say D. Selena, and also when I wrote D. Selena, I thought it kind of looks like a name for a bacteria. Does it not?
When you have Ian intro Try Not to Laugh, and he starts talking about Pearl Harbor. This has happened multiple times.
Oh, it's literally it's every, like,
oh my God.
every person's a cast member.
Yeah, so I feel like it's all cast members too who call you out.
I haven't seen a meme since Pearl Harbor. And now, a 15-second reenactment of JFK 16 seconds before he was assassinated. Hey, you hear that noise? Welcome to Bookin' Beppo. That was our little JFK reenactment. It really brings in the Italian sort of mood to this event. Here's a lady, she's spasming. She might be dying, who knows? But we just bring her on because she has fun. Hello everyone. Welcome to today's honoring of the Target dog Spot, who tragically lost his life in a KitchenAid mixer during the fall photo shoot. I prepared a eulogy for him. As we gather here today, bowed in grief, the heartfelt sympathy of members of the Congress and our people are extended to Mrs. Jacqueline Kennedy and to the ambassador. Oh, this is the wrong. This is JFK.
But I'm joined by one of the smartest people I know, I think. Ian Hecox.
Hello, I'm Ian Hecox. I did 1.5 years in community college. I took an economics class in high school where they taught us how to write a check. Let's invest in the future because old people are not the future, they're the past. The children are the future.
Ian, when he was a baby?
What's this?
When he was a baby?
I mean, look, man, teachers don't make shit. They're having to buy all their own supplies and everything. I'm down to increase some teacher salaries. I think we're losing a lot of good brains because people just simply can't afford to be teachers.
We could reduce U.S. military budget by 15%. And the debt goes down by
a lot.
Freaking ton.
So wait, hold on. You're telling me that the U.S. government spends a lot of their budget on the military?
Interesting. Yeah, building those Gundams.
It's not like we have bases all around the world or something.
Yeah, it's not like we have those.
This is what it's probably like for people to sit next to Ian on a flight. Oh, you mind if I scoot in there? Thanks. I hear these types of planes crash all the time. I was reading, yeah, those apparently explode. Yeah. You think you die fast, but you probably die very slowly, and you experience it like all. Sorry, I saw something really f***ed up.
It happened again. Our Google searches got leaked, and I don't know how this has happened for the 4th time now.
Crazy.
It's insane.
Crazy.
But yeah, we thought we'd get ahead of it. We'd be the first to tell you before you read it somewhere out on the internet.
Small talk topics that aren't bummers.
How'd that go?
Did you learn?
There was a lot of pointers in there, but I don't agree. I think sometimes it's fun to just hit them with some Titanic facts, or Challenger explosion's always a great opener. I don't know. I don't remember anything before the age of 15. War Crimes fan cam.
Yeah,
Ian!
Can we say that?
Ian! Why would you Google that? You sick freak.
Look, when you sync it with Blackpink, it actually rocks, okay? How you like that? Da-da-da-da, you know?
Sure.
All right, sorry. So, the school is doing an active shooter training.
Oh, it's very funny. This is Ian funny.
And and so they like with these shooter trainings, which I never had as a kid growing up. It's like the sheriff department like goes in there and they pretend to be the shooters, and they go in and they were using airsoft guns in place of real guns, and then faked executing the teachers.
Oh my
in front of
God.
people, but they were using loaded airsoft guns and shot the teachers like in the back of the head and injured the teachers.
What
Multiple
state is
teachers.
this?
Multiple.
Wait, so after the first teacher got shot, they were like, "Oh no, this is
I don't know.
how
Maybe
it's
they
supposed
lined.
to."
Maybe they.
terrifying.
Maybe
Where
they
was this
lined
at?
them-
Where was this
What
at?
state?
This was Indiana, I believe.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, Indiana elementary. Jesus, in elementary school.
Oh my God.
They said teachers were left with welts, bruises, and abrasions after they were shot with plastic pellets by the local sheriff's office conducting the session. And I read a comment yesterday that was like they should be doing some research on if these shooting drills are actually doing more damage to kids than good, because it's like in the the 50s or the 60s.
They'll like get under your desk if a nuke
tornado,
gets dropped.
fire, yeah.
And
causes
so,
more hysteria than anything.
Yeah, and you go to school every day wondering, am I going to get killed in a nuclear blast? Now, and also I was thinking on the flip side, let's say you're thinking about shooting up a school, which I hope you're not.
Okay.
Wouldn't these drills be training you on what to do? Isn't that kind of not smart to be showing exactly what everyone should be doing and where they should be going? That's kind of,
what do they call it? It's a double-edged sword. It's
I just feel like the drill is probably the same for anything, which is it's kind of like an earthquake, really, and for many people, there's only so much you can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And besides locking doors or whatever.
well, I think that's what they're doing. They're pile stuff in front of a door, or
But for an
make
elementary
sure
school, getting out all that, I don't know, man.
It just
traumatizing.
it is traumatizing.
I was gonna read a random passage from this, but the first thing I opened up to was a teenager's understanding of death.
The excerpt that I was reading about sports. As youngsters mature, however, they gradually begin to perceive death as an irreversible event. By age 9, they start to recognize that life as we know it does end, and that eventually everyone does die. By adolescence, children probably understand, as well as adults, what happens when death
You're
occurs.
under arrest.
Thanks. Take me away.
I gulped down twice. You can count it.
So today's funny news, or what do we call it? Ian's funny news. Mm-hmm.
Is it actually funny?
So yeah, I think it's hilarious. I just rolled my eyes a little bit. A jaguar was recently artificially inseminated.
Oh yeah.
At a zoo, and 2 days later ate the baby.
Yeah, it was the first jaguar born of artificial insemination. The mom ate the baby.
Yeah.
I hate this story. It's so sad.
Is it just this isn't natural?
I'd imagine.
But I was also reading that apparently this actually does happen. So it's not.
They eat the cubs. Yeah, sometimes the male lion will eat the lion cubs.
Sup with that?
Sup with that?
I know hamsters do it all the time. You have to legit separate the babies
when
from,
you need your wife's attention.
I think it's a Sparta thing. I think
Yeah?
it's they sense
This one is not worthy.
Yep. And they're doing it's from 300. They're just tossing that baby off the cliff.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which is sad
That's
and
very
depressing, and I'm just not a big fan of this news thing. I'm just gonna say. I think it's a really dark
This
tone.
news isn't as funny as the teachers getting shot with airsoft guns.
Still dark, but you have a dark sensibility, and that's
You
fine.
do.
It's true.
You should be in the universe, the Universal Dark Universe series.
I think it's just funny to it's kind of like a Schadenfreude kind of situation because they probably spent so much money and so much time.
Yeah,
Like making this happen. They were so proud of
with the
themselves. They probably
Jaguar?
and they probably had this big old party, and like in the middle of them like chugging champagne, dude comes in.
She's like, I'm gonna eat it.
Guys, don't want to freak you out, but cub is missing. There's a lot of blood. There's some fur laying around. Can't find the cub. Just putting it out there. Keep don't let me like hold up your party. That's fine. Like you guys got the hats on, you got the streamers, you got the little finger foods, you got the champagne. Like you do that, but like once you guys are done, maybe come out. We all try to find the cub. I'm not saying that it definitely got eaten.
Should we put up some signs? Do we need a lost jaguar kitty?
You probably. You know what? It's probably just on vacation. It probably walked off. We just need to go find it.
Hey, Billy. Roger the Grief comic is here. Hey, Billy. I heard that your dog has been feeling not quite great. Oh, that's just too bad. Well, your parents told me all about Sparky. He seemed like a great dog. He went away to the hospital a couple days ago. And how should I put this?
Dude, I went to a wedding and I left with my parents. It was a family friend, and but then a bunch of them, like the wedding party, all stayed, and it was in the redwoods, like up Northern California, like Mendocino County.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about redwoods, if you've ever been up there, is like it's pitch black, like no light gets through those trees when it's dark, and everybody's drinking. They were camping, and somebody was drunk and they went out to pee and they just straight fell off a cliff.
What?
They survived. They broke their neck and they kind of landed in a shallow riverbed.
They broke their neck and they survived?
Yeah, or their back or something. But yeah.
You were there at this?
I wasn't. I left before that. But yeah, pretty. So there's a word for it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm going to get so it's like a French word and I'm going to get it wrong, but it's l'appel du vide. Something like that. Anyone speak French here?
L'appel du vide.
Yeah, it's the call of the void, where it's like you stand over a cliff and you're like, or if you're driving and you're like, what if I just drove straight off this? Like you're not like suicidal, but you're like, what if I just did that?
The thought pops into your head, like unvolitionally, like it just like subconsciously you're thinking, oh, what if I went over?
Yeah, everything went off without a hitch, except for this part when we thought it would be really funny if everyone drank some apple cider vinegar and pretended like they were drinking water, like it was no big deal. Everyone was going around taking turns. We all got a giant cup of it, maybe about, I would say 4 to 6 ounces. Is that, you'd say it's about that amount, Kevin?
Yeah.
And each one was poured, and we went around the table, each taking our turns, taking a little sip, just a little sip. Everyone was taking just a little sip. Damien sipped, and then he sipped, and then he sipped, and then he sipped, and he sipped, and he sipped most of it down. He just like little by little. And I was like, well, if he's gonna sip it, then I'm just gonna chug the whole dang thing. Disclaimer, what I found out later is that Damien, for some reason, was given water. So that didn't affect him at all, and which gave me kind of a false sense of security. So I chugged the whole dang cup of apple cider vinegar, which turned out to not actually be apple cider vinegar. I guess there was some kind of, there's something that was lost in translation, and we just drank straight up white vinegar. Yeah, it turns out that you're not supposed to do that. How was I supposed to know that? So I chugged it and experienced a pretty terrible time. But I trucked through it. I was okay by the end, sort of. And then I had burns in my throat for about a day. Yeah, so Then I woke up, the next day after burning the crap out of my throat and esophagus. And I was like, okay, I need to avoid spicy foods, anything acidic, spicy food, coffee, sort of, maybe.
Yeah, that's got acid in it.
I should have, but I still drank some. But I drank it with like stuff, like I drank it with like oat milk and stuff that wasn't. I was like, that won't be, that'll like cut down on the acidity of it. Yeah, literally, I went one day having to avoid acidic food, and I was having a crisis. I feel like a part of my personality was stripped away because I'm a spicy boy. I like spicy foods. And without spicy foods, what am I? I had a little bit of a crisis there where I'm like, if you take spicy or acidic foods out of my life, do I even have a life? How much value have I put into myself as a spicy boy? Too much, I guess.
All right, so if you saw our previous video, you know that our DMs were leaked. And by DMs, these are messages that we've never seen before in our entire lives, but they are from us, supposedly. And we're gonna read them today. And we're all here to support each other
Yeah.
through this experience.
We're gonna go through this journey and it's gonna be painful.
This one's to Simone Biles, my queen. I will follow you to the ends of the earth. I pledge my life to the support of your dreams. I will destroy any and all that get in your way. I am you and you are I. Anything you want, I will do.
Wow.
And Simone said, Ian Hecox, kill Ian Hecox. And I said, okay, I will do it as soon as I am done filming the video we are shooting right now. I will do anything for you, Simone.
What did I do to you, Simone Biles?
Just existing, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair. I have these books that I'm like, no, I need to read this. But it's like, I don't want to, though. Like, I also think I just have some attention problems. Of course, it's undiagnosed, so I shouldn't say that. But I for sure have attention problems. Whether I should be medicated for that, I mean, I'm sure it would help. I'm sure it would. So for those of you that haven't seen Love is Blind, it's the whole premise of the show is that people are locked in these pods. Well, not locked in the pod. That sounds like they're prisoners. They go into these pods and they talk to somebody that's on the other side of this wall, and they have what I assume is like hours-long conversations for multiple sessions. And then they have to decide at some point if they're going to propose to the person without seeing them to prove to see if love truly is blind. Come on. So then they propose with the absolute cheesiest romantic lines where it made me want to barf. Like I hope those lines are written because I don't want to believe that people are that freaking cheesy. Or maybe I just have a cold, cold heart. But it's like, bro, come on. Interior, Big Mouth Billy Bass headquarters. Yeah, I wanted to return this Big Mouth Billy Bass. I thought it would be fun to have him in my house, press the button, sing happy songs. But I think this one's defective because every time I press it, it just...
Sharon got the kids in the divorce.
Try.
Housing prices are only going up. I'm really sad now.
Is this normal? Well, one more. I think there's one more.
I'm Ian Hecox.
We're obviously going through something that nobody has ever gone through before, except for some really, really, really old people that went through the 1918 pandemic. You know what? I'm not gonna say like I told y'all so, but I've been preaching about the 1918 pandemic for years, bro. I was ready for this. It's so funny. I was thinking about that movie Contagion.
Shut up! They're in the game studio there. I think they're just being loud in that.
Oh, I shouldn't scream like that.
Yeah, be careful on your voice, Ian. It sounds like it comes so naturally to you, though.
It does. It's nice to scream at people. It's good to scream every once in a while. I don't get to scream that much. I'm a pretty mellow, chill dude. But yeah, I kept thinking about that movie Contagion, like towards the end when like there's people that are like free and clear of the virus or whatever, and they're like going to the mall or something, and then they get their like thing checked. And I was saying like at the beginning, like when this virus was just like kicking up, I was like, I think that could possibly happen. And now that seems totally reasonable. Like that seems like a totally possible thing. Like people getting checked to like be normal people of society. There's no amount of, all right, let's put it out. I just want to put that out here right now. There's no amount of alcohol that's safe. I don't care about these stupid reports that are like, drinking 1 glass of red wine will actually reduce your heart. No, bro, it's alcohol. It's poison. Yeah, it's ingrained in a lot of cultures, and people drink it and live long lives, sure. But when it comes down to it, it's poison.
I cheated on you. If Ian could read, they'd be very embarrassed.
Oh my God. Oh.
When we were together, I cheated on you.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God.
He did it for the drama. There's no way he cheated on me when we were together.
Who
your
likes
mom's
creamy over crunchy? I'm sorry, you monster.
you know your mom's birthday, but you just don't text her about it sometimes. And you like crunchy peanut butter.
There's 2 truths on here.
I know.
I don't know my mom's birthday, and I cheated on you.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
And I prefer creamy over crunchy.
Well.
Whatever y'all are feeling at home right now, I want you to magnify that by 4.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Yeah, he definitely didn't cheat on me. I know he didn't. And I think the lie is that you prefer creamy over crunchy. No, that doesn't make sense because I know you like crunchy over creamy peanut butter and...
Right now you're saying all of them are lies.
Oh, yeah.
There's only one lie.
Oh, well then it has to be that you cheated on me. That the lie is you cheated on me. If I find this out right now, I swear to f***ing God. Hit me.
Ian, what are you doing? What?
No, wait.
What is going on?
The lie was that I didn't know my mom's birthday.
Yeah, you got it wrong.
You're playing this wrong. You're playing this wrong.
You're playing the game wrong.
Wait,
she was
2
right.
truths,
She
1
guessed
lie.
it right.
She guessed it right.
Truth.
The
Okay, so I really f***ed up there.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I got the game wrong. So the 2 truths
We're actually
were that I prefer creamy peanut butter over chunky, and that I don't know my mom's birthday. I'm sorry, Mom.
Now your mom is crying.
The lie.
How did you break 2 hearts?
The lie was that I cheated on you. I would never cheat on you.
Yeah, no, I know. I knew that. And then you were like, haha, lie.
I know, I just got so excited. I'm sorry.
So much just happened.
We had a cut. I feel so terrible.
He did this last time too.
We have all messed it up at some point. I one time had just 3 lies on there. And
I just can't get over like how terrible that would be if that were the truth.
Yeah.
For that, I need there needs to be more retribution against me for screwing that up.
Ready?
I deserve all of this.
Shame.
Ian, open your mouth.
Shame.
No.
Okay.
Have it